of all of America's much more consequential
Name 100
violence.
women if you're not racist.
Okay,
What?
it's the same reason as to why America.
This dog is fucking huge.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop. Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just
This dog's a tank.
you're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Y'all see him push a button, right? No. Wait, what am I supposed to be seeing here?
Jesus Christ, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Was she yelped?
Let's fucking go. Just stop.
I mean, it looked like he reached for something. I don't know what that means. They're accusing him of abusing her. Oh yeah, the internet gotta be bored. It gotta be bored. Well, I mean, is that unemployment high, reach of hell? Like, I don't understand. Is this...
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Bro, I hate dogs. No, wait, don't get me wrong. I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. I just hate when I see dogs.
Video about.
I hate when I see dogs and they just like, I really have to keep it in my mind how much like they will literally just sit there and do nothing for like hours upon hours upon hours. And then out of nowhere, they'll want to like explore the entire fucking galaxy for only like a limited stretch of time. And then they're back to like doing nothing for like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years at a time. I love dogs though, don't get me wrong.
And it wasn't a shock collar.
He showed a collar and it wasn't a shot collar. Is it a... Look, I don't know dog etiquette. My last dog was a blue mastiff. We had amazing times together, you know what I'm saying? Had a great relationship. R.I.P. King. But like what do I do with this? He said it vibrates. I mean, this nigga better than me. I'm not telling y'all shit.
A better convo is how much discipline do you enforce on a dog cat-sized cuz they saying it's abuse. She sit there for 6 hours after he takes her out for 4 hours in the morning.
A dog this big is supposed to be active and walking around for more than, what you say, 4 hours?
Moist Critical's response to this was crazy. NGL people are mad schizophrenic looking for things that aren't there. RN.
Wait, there was a video made about this 30-second, or it's a minute, I guess. I didn't
It's
finish
just-
it.
Obviously,
Crazy
I'm
day
a
on
little
Twitch.
greasy. No, I haven't showered yet. So what? Who cares? Have you showered yet? If you did and didn't use Cheeky soap, then it doesn't count. Cheeky's the best soap in the universe.
I know you're not giving a sponsor in the first 10 seconds.
You know, I'm looking disheveled. But what are you? The Mighty Morphin shower?
Wait, is this a 20-minute video about a dog shot collar, maybe? No way. You not dead ass.
Rangers? I also haven't grown any taller. I'm still short. You want to make a big deal out of that too? Point is, yesterday was a pretty crazy day on Twitch. I think most of you have noticed over the last year or so, I've been very out of touch when it comes to internet creator drama. I haven't been keeping up like I used to, but occasionally I do. What I can tell is people are extremely positive about it, very supportive, and think that it was a wonderful thing. I don't necessarily have that perspective. I'll show you a brief snippet here of what this stream was like with the baby being delivered in front of like
Hold on.
allegedly, you know,
Hold on.
tens of thousands of viewers. I'm seeing numbers that range from 30,000 to 100,000.
Hold on now.
100,000 are including all the people that watch party.
What I'm about to see
the
now.
birth.
Hold on. Let me make sure. I know they didn't get banned, but I'm just
very
saying.
happy
I
that
bet.
everything
Cool.
went well with the delivery here. When it comes to home births, I've
Why is there an audience? How is that crazy? I genuinely don't get that.
It's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
Prestige J, I appreciate you with the 12 months. I don't understand how that's crazy. Like, what do you mean? Why are there viewers? I'm confused. That's her friends? No, I'm saying, like, I'm assuming there were people that were watching in the chat. It's just that's like having like a visceral reaction when you see a mom breastfeeding in public. Like what I don't understand. Like isn't that like I don't get it. I get it, but I also don't care.
Heard like horror stories and such about things that can go wrong, and then not being able to get immediate care that a hospital.
It was an OnlyFans ad. What?
Being mad about this is cringe NGL. It's not even in detail, and even if it were, who cares?
That's where I feel.
Like there's just a lot.
Why are we streaming a birth? Why does it matter? Who the fuck cares if people have a streamer that they support or watch and this particular one gets pregnant, or there happens, like, imagine I have a friend. I'm not saying I'm gonna bring somebody pregnant on stream and they have a baby. I'm just saying, like, is that insane? That's not even crazy.
A lot of things that I've read about that can be like disastrous, and I'm super relieved that this was not.
That's what I'm
one of
saying.
those
Who
cases.
cares?
It seems like everything went really smooth. Everything went perfectly. A healthy baby was delivered, and I think that is all extraordinary. That being said, I really hate that there has been a complete deterioration of the value of privacy. It seems like people don't want privacy anymore. Like there is no such thing as like a special.
This is not the thing to be the foundation for this conversation. There's no way that one person out of, I don't know, billions that have decided to film and release footage of their childbirth or live stream it is going to be the foundation for people not caring about privacy. There's no way. There's no way that's the reason why that conversation is being started.
Moment anymore if you can't monetize it and publicly
There's no
display
reason.
it.
There's no way.
Something like the birth of your child, to me, would be something that you would want with your closest family, your soulmate. You know, like
how many people have live streamed a pregnancy? Not live streamed a childbirth. Come on, this is not the one.
Something so personal
This is not
that
the
you
one.
wouldn't want just a bunch of strangers peeking in on. And of course, I'm not.
It's like 1 out of 7 billion people. Stop.
She can do whatever she wants, but I'm giving you my perspective here. That to me, this seems like a sign of the times where everything needs to be like content brained, content oriented. The's really no other reason to content now.
Okay.
Before that baby
This
can
is-
even have its
wow.
first thought or open its eyes.
Oh my
it's
God, we're not
already a
doing this.
piece
We're
of
not doing this.
content.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Ain't no
I just
way.
didn't. I don't really like that
Ain't no
idea.
way.
It somewhat reminds me of a joke
Ain't no
I
way.
told a while ago about a piece of content about how I should deliver a baby, like how extreme.
Oh, you're still going.
It's the same reason.
Wait, so wait, how did this connect into this? Is what I'm my
Bring
question.
a baby, but just like the act of a child being born into this world immediately becoming a piece of content. I just don't like that. Anyway, though, let's move on to the next subject. This is the one that is by far the biggest from
Wait, so it wasn't even like a correlation? It was just 2 stories in one video?
yesterday, and probably one of just the biggest topics in general, which is Hassan and his dog.
When it comes to the baby part, it's more so people talking about the birth maybe being more private, and also the possibilities for something wrong to happen, as the percentages are higher with home births and no immediate access to hospital staff there to help.
Okay, let's say that that's a reality. Without the stream there, that same threat exists. Things go wrong with childbirth that aren't on live stream. Like, I just don't get it doesn't matter. It doesn't. People choose to do home birth. People choose to do, you know what I'm saying, at the doctor. It's up to their discretion. I just feel like there aren't nearly enough people that are doing live childbirths to have a conversation about privacy being like a problem, or like newborn babies being content. There just isn't that large of a marketplace for that to be like concerned over, like, oh my God, I can't believe we're doing this again. You've never seen that before. Ever. You want to have that conversation about a lack of privacy? Talk to the people that's doing subathons or IRL content like every fucking day, 24/7, I guess. Not some one random person out of the billions on the planet that's like, you know what would be really cool? Come on.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence.
What type of dog is this?
Okay? It's the same reason as to why America... Kaya, please just fucking go... Just stop.
In my opinion, it's just super parasocial to want to see someone you don't know at all besides through streams give birth. Like, what's the appeal?
I don't know. I don't get the appeal of a subathon, but millions of people, well, I don't know millions, but hundreds of thousands of people watch Hasanabi. Like, I don't, there's a whole bunch of like content that I don't get, but it is there and it is what it is.
Not to be that guy, but I think a subathon and childbirth are completely different, Mr. C.
I would have I'm not gonna lie to you, I would show neither, but it would be so much easier for me to live stream a childbirth than it would be for me to let people into my life for 24 hours a day for 30 days straight.
And I'll touch that nigga. It's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
It would be so much easier for me to do one over the other. I'm not even trolling. One is so much less invasive to everything that I do in my free time and in my personal life.
Dogs a mutt, Tibetan, chow chow, still burn.
To me, it's not a gigantic difference in privacy, or one is a significantly larger barrier to break through. But I get it. I personally wouldn't watch a childbirth on a live stream. I just don't think it's taboo or anything like shocking that somebody would be like, well, no, we got to stay away from this permanently, especially when there isn't enough marketplace or enough value for it to even be discussed. One person, bro. This is the first time that's ever happened. Let's not have that conversation about this. That's all I'm saying.
Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
Nigga said a subathon is to entertain others like a marathon or a TV channel. Bro, you're on camera 24/7. What are you saying? It's a level of intimacy, whether you want it to be or not, that you're going to have to reveal with the audience that you're doing a subathon with at some point. It can be meant for entertainment, but you're going to have a level of your personal life slip in. It's like, oh shit, I can't even like obviously, bro. Like, what do you mean? He didn't react to her yelping? I guess, man. I probably would have went over to my dog and probably start hugging it and shit like that. Like, what's wrong? I guess.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby. It's just you're making her stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Now, for the life of me, like, I cannot understand what he's even upset about in the first place, that he starts, like, scolding the dog for. She moved, like, an inch, like, slightly off of that. It's like in a video game, like in Metal Gear Solid, when someone gets, like, a fucking question mark over their head, they're, like, zipping to you immediately. Like, she doesn't do anything, really, other than move slightly. And he is noticeably upset. He is upset about that specifically. Even before this incident, earlier in the stream, he had already, gotten annoyed at her for moving around prior to this.
The absolute worst country on the planet, straight up, bar none, a capitalist shithole. Kaya, now is not the opportunity for you to... Down. The absolute worst fucking...
Yeah, I don't currently have a dog right now. My dog, when they wanted to move around, I don't know. People raise their dogs differently. I really don't know. I genuinely don't know. I wouldn't care. I can't think of a reason why it would be a problem that the dog would be prevented from moving around. Like, I don't know if the claws are scratching up against the wood floors or some shit. I don't know why somebody wouldn't want their dog moving around in the space that they're kind of like stuck in for God knows how long. My experience with dogs, if they want to relax, they're going to stay in one spot. If they want to move, they're free to move. I don't know. He has a video about this. It's just controlling. Yo, we here for the first time. I appreciate you. New what? Does that say Femboy? Oh, Mafia Boy. Oh, New Age Mafia. I thought that said You know what? The more you know. The eyes had to lock into the... Never mind, sorry. It's probably better to watch the video of the dog own as opposed... Wait, hold on, chill. Wait, no, chill.
With the dog situation, I definitely think he did not do a good job explaining himself in the moment. Most people's reactions when a dog is yelping is to at least check. When the chat was asking if he did, he could have taken the collar off and showed it wasn't. Not a day later up.
I mean, sure. I mean, he better than me. I wouldn't have showed you shit. I wouldn't have responded. But then again, it's like, I'm a different person. If I have a dog, it's more like, you know, people how people treat dogs like their children or whatever the case is. I hear a yelp or some shit like that, I feel like I'm hearing a kid. I know it's weird. I don't even feel like that really, but
femboys on the mind.
I don't have femboys on my mind. I was relaying how I felt, or how I thought. You know what? I'm not going back into this conversation with you niggas, bro. I'm not. Even if it was a shock collar, he could have accidentally had it on a high level. E-collar users know this is possible. I mean, sure.
Place on the planet, just
Anything's possible.
So I think it's pretty clear that the dog moving off of that spot is what's making Hassan annoyed at her. Now, I saw he mentioned place training. Place is an actual dog training thing. And the whole idea behind it is designating a spot in a comfortable location for your pet. For a lot of people, I know it's like their office if they work from home. And Hassan was talking about how that area is her place.
Hassan's response was honestly kind of valid. Watch it after this.
Okay, sure.
For dog,
but I kind of need to like...
stressful for the animal, at least in our teachings. It's supposed to be a comforting spot for them, not like a stressful thing where they just go there and fucking like, you know, blue screen in the brain and just sit there idly comatose. And if they don't, they get punished.
I mean, that's a big ass dog, chat. I'll be honest, that's a big ass dog. Nigga said 4 times speed. Okay, I'll do this. That is a big ass dog. You know? It's like bigger than my Mastiff. And my Mastiff was what I would consider pretty big for his size, for his breed.
It comes off as he's using his dog as a prop for his stream backdrop. And it bothers me cause I've met a lot of dog owners like that.
I get what you're saying about it being like a prop, but you also gotta remember, like, dogs rest in the same spot, especially if their owner is in that space too for a long time. They will literally just sit there and be like, at one point you'd have to check on your dog and be like, yeah, no, this is fucking crazy. Are you still alive? Like, you good?
So he's calling this her place.
But like I said, when she's a big ass dog maybe needs more space. I don't know. I'm not the owner.
Moving from the place, he's scolding her. That's not what we were taught you're supposed to do when it comes to place training. That kind of defeats the purpose of it. I don't know why he would be getting so upset at that, like angry at the dog.
Yeah, you're facts. Like, they literally sometimes do nothing but just sleep. You'll find them sleeping more often than you'll find them moving around and doing a whole bunch of shit, especially if they're big.
For moving from place. That really does kind of defeat the whole purpose of it. And then, in that clip, it seems
Moist ain't the dog owner either. Facts.
Like he reaches for something. Like he looks off screen and he extends his arm to something, and then shortly thereafter, the dog yelps in pain, and Hassan turns around and calls her a baby, and then tries to reassure the chat that she is spoiled, and then goes on to say that she's spoiled because his mother lets her, you know, have free roam around the house. Now, he and the community are claiming that he didn't use a shock collar or anything, didn't, like, zap her, you know, fucking Palpatine lightning blast her or anything like that. She got her dew claw stuck on that spot, and that's what made her yelp in pain. I guess, quick dog lore breakdown if you're not familiar with how those creatures function or anything. The dew claw is separate from, like, the paw pad area claws. The dew claw is a little higher.
It's so tough. I do this with anime all the time, bro. And this is why I'm having a hard time finding ones that I like to watch. Because, like, you'll see some, like, information that's like, okay, this is pivotal, this is crucial to the story. But, like, I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'll hear what they saying, and then I'll be reading a little subtext, and then I'll be falling asleep low-key. I'm like, God fucking damn it, I really want to watch this show. But I just can't get through this scene. And I'm gonna stay on it though. I'm gonna still try.
Up on the leg, and it's an old trait from back way in yesteryear.
I'm trying.
Needed that extra claw. It is just now an evolutionary leftover. It's
facts.
It's still present, but it's not something that obviously gets utilized by dogs to the same degree it used to. It is a sensitive area. That is true. If you've ever cut your dog's nails, or if you've ever taken your dog to like a dog salon or something, and they like gave your dog a nail trim, you probably noticed that when it comes to the dew claw, they're very, defensive on it, like cautious, because it is such a tender...
Oh my God, I need medication or something. I don't know. Like, the more I'm listening to this, I'm getting angry. Why am I getting angry?
I have watched this clip like fucking 10 or 15 times.
I'm getting
And
mad.
today I had some friends come in from out of town, so obviously I've been
Oh
out
my
most of
God,
the day
what
at
the
the farm.
fuck?
And this was actually a conversational topic. It's become so big that it was brought up by them.
Oh
And
my
every single person,
God.
pretty much
Okay,
everyone
okay.
I've seen online outside of Hassan and Hassan's
Breathe,
community is all saying the same thing.
breathe,
That yes, it looks like
breathe.
the dog does like
Breathe.
touch its leg to that spot on the bed, but it doesn't look like it gets caught or anything. So it feels very unlikely that that is what caused the dog to scream in pain. Like I don't think that's what made Kaya, that's her name, yelp. It doesn't seem to get caught or snagged on anything. And dew claws aren't so sensitive and so
man,
tender that even
okay.
touching them would cause like a
Okay.
panicked scream or anything.
Oh my
Unless
God.
she has an injury there, but I don't
Okay.
think Hassan has mentioned that, at least not that I've seen. So it feels to me very unlikely that that's what caused it, based on
I'm not gonna crush y'all ears. I'm not. I was about to yell at the top of my lungs. I'm good. I'm so good. I'm so locked
everything that
in.
we can see.
I'm
now,
so locked
initially,
in.
Hassan's community was starting to question, did he just shock Kaya? Did he just use a shock collar on stream?
Facts.
And the clip instantly started going viral, and he kind of downplayed it and shrugged it off as like, oh, a bunch of bad actors attacking me for some fucking phony barnacles here, you know, unbelievable, this is all a load of fish paste.
Hey, look, it's
And
Broly.
instead of doing what I think most people, like, not even just streamers, just normal people would do, of like showing, no, look, it's not a shock collar, obviously I didn't shock my dog, he instead just brushes it off saying, nope.
I wouldn't do shit. Normal people. I mean, I get it. You're a streamer. But like, I'm not answering the shit. What are you talking about?
It's not a shock collar.
I'm not showing you shit, bitch. What?
Stupid for thinking that it is. And that's the attitude that his community had as well. Like, oh, you must have psychosis if you think it's a shock collar. Which I think is a little odd because it's the easiest thing in the world to prove, right? You have all these people saying this shit, it's not true. Well, it takes like actually 3 seconds just to unclip that collar and just show like, hey guys, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea here. This is not a shock collar. Look, here's what it is, and then explain it. Like, I feel like even a non-streamer, like a complete normie, average Joe Schmo, if you went to their house and saw that happen, like, hey, did you just shock that dog? They'd be like, oh my god, no, this is a clearly misunderstanding. No, that's not what happened. Like, I feel like most people would be very quick to show you and prove that it's not a shock collar because it's so quick and so easy to do. And the fact that he doesn't is odd. Like, it is very peculiar. Why wouldn't you in the moment? Like, it's such a natural thing to do, especially for what's easily a slam dunk. Like, you have all these people attacking you, you could easily just come out and fucking slam jam thank you ma'am on them by just being like, nope, it's not a shot collar, look, here you go.
So what'd he do?
Apparently, Hassan has mentioned that she does have like an air tag on her collar. People also saw like a doohickey underneath the air tag right before the moment.
Only thing I have a concern about, I hate having a collar on a dog in general because I always feel like they're getting choked. So like, even when I had like the one that I had, it was like, I don't know how like you adjust it or whatever the case is. I just know that this got to be incredibly annoying to have on like constantly. And I don't think do y'all let y'all dogs wear a collar in the house? I never had it on. In the house is kind of crazy.
Where she yelps, where there's like a green blinking gadget there, a little fucking gizmo.
All right,
and people were speculating that's probably the shock collar. And now today, Hassan went on stream to show the collar and explain what it is that everyone saw.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate, and that's it. Are you happy? That's it. Good. There's the air tag. There's the fucking vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime, and it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost.
So on stream, he was showing that the unit everyone saw is something that can only vibrate, it can't shock. It also has like other things like a flashlight and stuff.
Look at the horny niggas, bro. Vibrator. Like, what do you mean? Why is that the word you stopped on?
And then he went on to explain like why he has a vibrator there for the sake of like training and that kind of thing. Now, since this was a day later, obviously people are going to be wondering, is this real? Like, is he telling the truth? Like, you could have swapped it out. You could have changed out the previous model with one that doesn't have shocking capabilities. Because there are vibrate-only units, and there are some that have vibrate and shock. Something he also mentions that those kind of things do exist.
Facts.
But since this was so far after the fact, people are always going to wonder, well, did he just switch it out? And something else that spawned from this is, it looks like there's tape on it. So when you watch it, and you, like, pay attention to the actual unit, it looks like there is just some black tape.
Who the fuck? I'm just, yeah.
And that Hassan clip is all that's needed, TBH.
Look, I don't want to avoid being like a skeptic or nothing like that, but genuinely, what do you do beyond that? Like, when you get the person's answer, like, as the reply, you could believe him or not believe him, sure. It's just, what more do you do after that? Like,
on it. And a bunch of people online started to try and find out what brand this is.
what the fuck?
perhaps, I don't know if I missed it and everyone else missed it, but I don't think he mentioned what model this is, like what brand or what model, anything like that. So people don't know what it is. They're
Yeah, okay, people don't believe him. I mean, that's fine. It's just okay. What do you? Are you gonna watch him or not?
just going to have to like take his word for it that this is a vibrate-only unit.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you do?
You're led to believe that it can't shock or anything. However,
I'm not led to believe shit. I just can't do anything. Like, what do you want somebody to do?
there are shock collars that have detachable prongs. In fact, the shock collars we use on Skill Check channel when we play Magic the Gathering and
I get it though. It'll prove a point of someone being disingenuous or something, or being a like flat out liar. But I don't know. I feel like if you're willing to afford grace, then maybe this doesn't do anything for you. And if you already hate the nigga that's in the controversy, then it'll be fuel for you to continue to hate or go harder. I don't know. I really have no idea. Like, if you're a normal person looking at this, you might be like, oh, that's concerning. Oh, that probably shouldn't happen. Oh, well, he addressed it. Like, what else do I do?
misplay and we shock ourselves, you can take the prongs off of those. I think that's a pretty standard feature in a lot of shock collars, I think. So, like, you can just take the prongs off. And when you increase the brightness here, it does definitely take...
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. There's no way this is real. Oh, these people are not real. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. These people are not real, bro. What the fuck? This is the greatest. This is one of the best videos I ever seen, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You just flashbang me to show whether or not, like, why would you ever do this to a picture? The fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God. This is wow, bro. Wow. Wow, what the fuck are you trying to see here?
I've seen this picture floated around a lot, and people believe that they have narrowed it down to a model called the Educator ET400, which seems to match...
Holy shit, bro. Why?
He just got done scolding people about parasocial behavior with the childbirth thing. This man is off it.
You've never used this term in your life. A what?
And people believe that they have narrowed it down to a model called the Educator ET400.
Educator ET400. Like, bro, those sequence of words have never come out of your mouth in rapid succession before.
Which seems to match it visually one to
there's just, bro, you gotta just be honest.
one in all aspects except for the bottom side there.
What the fuck are we doing?
On the ET400, there are two prongs there, but you can take those prongs off from what I can tell, at least online. And in the Hassan clip, there's a bunch of tape there, which potentially would be there to cover up the holes. I don't really know what else there would be tape there for. I don't really get that. Like, it doesn't make a ton of sense. But of course, I have no way of knowing 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that Hassan shocked Kaya on that stream or anything like that. But based on the old eyeball test, the old smell test, what you can literally see, he is annoyed with Kaya. He expressed it a couple of times, scolded her. He rolls his eyes. He does reach for something off screen. And as he is reaching, it seems like when he finally gets to something, she yelps in pain. And then there's no real, like, concern from him, and instead talks about why she's like a spoiled baby.
Hey, none of that's good. You know what I'm saying? None of that's great. Not great indicators when you're being charged with, you know, potential animal abuse. What I also will say, though, jolts, or shocks, I could say, can, like, appear to, like, outsiders, like the people that don't experience the sensation. They can appear like it's painful. If it is a vibrating collar and like the dog didn't expect it, it could have yelped out of shock. Like, oh, I didn't experience that sensation before, now I experience it, I'm gonna let out a yelp. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not the fucking dog. I'm not the fucking owner. I wouldn't know. All I'm saying is shocks or new sensations can act as like, oh, like a jolt. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I didn't know that was there, and now I know it's there. Let me let out a yelp, or let me let out a sound. It could be that too. I don't know.
I don't see anything that she could have, like, hurt herself on. It doesn't seem like her dew claw or anything gets tangled up in the bed. So, to me, it feels like it is something he did. Even if it's not a full-blown shock, he didn't get her with, like, a Dungeons & Dragons lightning bolt or anything like that. If it is a vibrate-only unit, I feel like he did.
Nigga said I know from experience, obviously. What do you mean? Like, sometimes you know what, I'm not even about to explain it. Y'all are weird.
If we did, press the vibrate in that instance there. I see nothing else that would cause that yelp here.
Here's what I'm talking about. See, you doing too much. You're actually being a weirdo about the situation. Like, why? Why? This is what. Wait, this who Benny the Butcher was talking about. Look at you. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, your girl never walked by and grabbed your ass, and you just like, oh, like really? Because you're not, as a man, you're not used to having your shit just randomly smacked. You just not. I know you're not. So you tighten up immediately, and you just like all the pressure goes to the front. And you're like, oh shit, like wow, that's crazy. I'm here now, and then you giggled. No, I got mad for a second. And then she saw my face, and she was like, yeah, I did that on purpose. Like, all right, bet. It's over. Nah, but my homies have done. All right.
Everything that we can clearly see. And if that is the case, and that to me, that's what it seems like the case is, that's super fucked up. She didn't do anything wrong. I don't think there's anything to warrant him being upset in the first place. And to be upset enough to press a, correctional button on that device is so beyond fucked. There was no bad behavior or any kind of correction or punishment needed to be doled out there. All she did was move on the bed slightly, slightly move off the bed. I think it's super fucked up. But if this is all wrong, it's all a bunch of hooey, and Hassan didn't shock or vibrate or do anything at all here to cause Kaya to yelp in pain, I think, A, it would have been very easy to immediately in the moment prove that by just showing the collar, which...
I don't think that would have been... I don't think that would have dispelled any type of rumor or narrative, to be honest. I really think this is a lose-lose situation when you have people speculating at this degree that have, zero knowledge of, what is underneath a desk or, a camera or whatever the case is. That doesn't mean that he didn't do something wrong. 100%. The whole... keeping them, I wouldn't say hostage, but holding them in the back or whatever the case is. You mean that could be problematic and shit like that as a dog owner, but beyond that, I just feel like it would be up to the person to either afford grace or not. And if you like them, I assume that you would afford grace, or if you're neutral, you would afford grace. And if you don't like them, or you were, in the position that I'm in where you're just neutral, you just, I mean, what else do you do? I really don't know what, a 20-minute video about this is just crazy to me. When you have nothing, I just don't know what else I'm supposed to do outside of either take his word or not believe him. I don't know what else you want me to do with this.
And I feel like it's the most logical thing most people would have thought to do. But also, B, I still think all of his anger and annoyance at the dog for moving around off her place is just fucking weird too. And then of course people were mentioning how Kaya's on stream 8 to 10 hours.
And the only reason I'm saying this too is because his whole point is about parasocialism in the beginning of the video and how much of an issue it is to peer so deeply and have these little moments into people's lives where you see somebody that might be visibly upset that their dog isn't listening to them, constantly telling them, hey, don't move from this area or whatever the case is. And now you're hyper fixating on that and using it to extrapolate a completely different point about potential, dog abuse. I feel like that's playing into the same thing you wanted people to go against in the beginning of the video, but I'm not saying it's unwarranted. I'm just saying that I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot to take in. You literally flashbang me to see a device that you've never heard of in your entire life, to quote said device and what it does.
This man put together a 20-minute rant and a PowerPoint for a dog collar. Holy shit, he needs some real human interaction.
Childbirth isn't really equivalent. I'm not saying childbirth is equivalent to you interacting with your dog on camera. I'm just saying that there are moments that you're not likely to see, including moments of frustration that an owner might have with their dog if they're not listening or if they're not doing XYZ. One stream that you probably wouldn't have access to if you weren't, having that access in the moment to see their stream or do whatever it is in the background. I just don't think it's that big of a I'm not gonna say it's not that big of a deal. It's a problem, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't have any info. Nobody has any info. You're bright. You're flashbanging photos,
did you ever
bro.
watch the 7 layers of streamers? You're mentioned in there.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Funny thing about this is niggas got Hassan number. He could have called him. Oh, these are friends. Oh my, yeah. Hey, bro. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. It is. Everybody's different. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could have called the nigga and asked before you made the video and got some clarity before you came. Now, I do understand some people might lie to people that they know, but it also could be a situation where somebody would be candid with the person that they know. I don't know. I'm not used to making videos on people that I'm friends with, close friends with. It's not the action to me. It's what reveals about his character, especially the lying after. So you confirmed that cuz is lying then. They not friends, but they have each other's contact. Oh, they not close? Oh, okay, well then bet. Never mind. Well, I mean, I guess you could have called. I don't know for what. But if Charlie cared, this bad, he could have DM'd him. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe. Play Silk Song, fuck niggas. Now we about to play Ghost of Yote in a minute. What time is it, chat? 10:37. Yeah, we on pace. It's whatever at the end of the day. It's not even convincing. The dog is over 2 years old and has been on camera since he got her. They should be able to drop a dossier of proof. You didn't finish that shit yet? No, I played it twice on stream. If you're a real gamer, play some Sudoku. Yeah, you lost me completely. Maybe ask a question instead of a Reddit or taking Reddit threads word for it. Watch Hassan's video. Wasn't the clip? Oh, somebody said watch to the end.
Day, and then just all of a sudden, randomly, he decides to shock her today. Yeah, great story you got there, Buster. Really shows how stupid everyone's become. Everyone's really fucking dumb to believe in something like this. All just because he hasn't in the past on stream.
Nigga said
and
no.
Of course, people take it a step further, saying none of his friends have ever called him out for using a shock collar, thus this has to be a load of, fucking horseradish. I think this is a very weak argument. Because I know if Hassan does use a shock collar, he would never let any of his friends see that. Because he would know that they would call him out for it and give him shit for it, especially someone like Maya. So they just wouldn't know. Thus, they wouldn't be able to call him out on it or anything like that. And this whole idea of making an assumption based on things that are outside of what is clearly visible here, I think is useless. Just because you haven't seen it in the past on stream doesn't mean it's not something he's done before, or it is very possible this was the first time. That's also very true too. What are his shock collars used for? Training. And what is he currently doing with Kaya, at least based on what I've heard him talk about? Training her, or at least expanding the training on place. So maybe he decided that this might be a good tool to use for the first time. That's also entirely possible. It's not some like far-fetched crazy conspiracies that only haters are drumming up and, falling in line with. It's a very plausible thing based on what is clearly visible in the clips.
Padding the runtime. Bro, he been at 8 minutes years ago. He could have stopped this 12 minutes ago. He locked in.
Anyway, just wanted to blabber about this a bit. I know I've been very out of touch with internet creator drama. I plan to keep it that way. But occasionally, can't help but poke around in a couple of the things going on out there, and yesterday was just a crazy one that I just needed to yap on a bit. That's really about it. Yeah.
Damn. Shit. He knows they're gonna watch every second of this. Who is they? Should have kept this one in the drafts. I don't know. I think it's a valid concern, but not like TV show length concern. If Moist and Hassan are going to squabble, I don't care. He's doing all this talking. Why would they squabble? Oh my god, bro. Anime episode length. Yeah, I don't understand. 2-minute video discussing Gaza, 20-minute video discussing potential made-up dog abuse. What would you want this dude to say about Gaza? Holy shit. React to Wukong Final Boss? Oh yeah, I need to do that at some point. Like in the next 3 days. I just lied. I just made up a time frame. I just completely made up a time frame. Oh my god. But it's gonna happen at some point on Jesus. Why the fuck does Moist what the fuck does Moist Critical know about Palestine and Gaza? The fuck is his opinion gonna do for those people? I get it, but at the same time it's also like if they're whatever, man. If their thoughts not gonna do any justice to the subject, it's like okay, sure, a 2-minute video. I guess that's the best he could do. I'm not mad at it. Do I want him to go for 20 minutes about Gaza and then people be mad about the shit that he's gonna put his foot in his mouth talking about Gaza for 20 minutes? Like, it. So, what do you want him to say? I'm gonna be honest. He can help spread the message. Hey, man, you'd be surprised. Some people hurt the message the more they speak.